Okay,
Nice.
hey everybody. Definitely not our second time recording this intro.
Welcome in, everybody.
Gosh, it's... Wow. What do we have to say for ourselves this time? What's our excuse this time?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Hey. Really sorry we missed some uploads again. Yeah.
Okay. No, this time for real. We are back. Prepare your
Okay.
because you're about to be
Editor, please blur that out so we don't get demonetized. We're getting back into it.
with the demonetization.
Yeah,
we're
we're easing our way back into it. We're coasting our way back in. We just wanted to say, y'all, we did record an episode that we did not upload because I think
we got
busy, depressed was me. And then whenever I said we should upload today, we didn't upload today. So now we decided to just put that episode on Patreon because it's outdated at this point, and
it's very outdated.
What was that, a month and a half ago?
We were talking about, I think,
3.0
3.0 and 3.2 is like next week.
Yeah, so what we're thinking of doing is just playing 3.2 and then talking about 3.0 to 3.2 for the next episode.
Yeah.
And this time we can say I'm sorry and bring out the ukulele and apologize.
Hey.
It's a good one. Good start. Really good start.
Sorry we were late.
Yeah.
A one-way ticket to procrastination station.
Yeah. Wow. That was
Anyway,
great.
We're gonna lock in. I think it's time for us to lock in again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm done with concerts until after my subathon, which is the end of the summer. So I'm home a lot to record, thank God. I feel so happy about that. As great as it was to travel and see everybody, I know a lot of people came up to me saying they listen to my music and they listen to Strapped In, but they don't watch my streams, which is a bizarre combination.
That's crazy.
That is a bizarre combination. Because I've heard a lot. I'll be like, oh, I only listen to you on Spotify. I only know about you because of your Twitch streams, or I've only seen your clips or something. And then for somebody to just drop that mix, I was gagged. And it was in Amsterdam too, which was wild.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of my fans.
God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. And going to the concert. Mina was also at one of them, and she just left. She literally just left at the... I'm so...
Oh my God. We hung out the entire day before. Like, I was giving you a chance to hang out with everyone else.
God forbid a bitch get selfish and want to see her friend more than one time in a weekend. Like, my bad. My bad for missing you and wanting to see you more than one time. My bad for that.
We will hang out in literally like a few weeks.
My God, that's like so far. Like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Like,
I have a few trips planned to go to West Coast, so it's fine. We're gonna hang out.
It's inevitable. It's like punishment for her. They bring her a new opportunity where she has no choice but to travel to the West Coast again.
No, truly. Like, at least like today, it was local. It was so nice.
Yeah, how was that?
It was so nice.
Was it big?
Was really, honestly, yeah. Do you know Otakon?
I do not.
Okay, it's one of the biggest cons on East Coast. It was in the same venue, but like half the size. Like, by that I mean like half the people, but the exact same thing.
Wait, of like Anime NYC?
No, Otakon.
Like, it's like how many? Like, you said half the size, but like of what?
Oh, of Otakon, which is the biggest con on East Coast.
Oh, the convention you went to was like Otakon, but half of the size.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it was like the physical size was the same, but like half the people. We also went on first day, so like it was just like not packed.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is amazing.
Wow.
And like, it was just really fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I haven't enjoyed a con in a while like that, so it was just like really chill. Someone did get me by my voice, which was I wasn't wearing a mask or anything. Like, I was not prepared to run into anyone because they didn't announce it or anything. I just like went. Like, I got a badge and then like went.
Wow.
You know?
Is that like one of the first times you've ever been recognized like that, or is that the first time that you've been recognized just from your voice?
No, that's like at least like the fourth or fifth time.
Holy
it's
fuck.
happened a lot.
Yeah, you do have a very distinct voice.
Dude, last year at Otakon, again,
Oh.
I just went to have fun.
Yeah.
And again, not wearing a mask. Like, I'm just hanging out with my friends. And each time it's happened, I've mentioned the word Robin and someone has gone.
Well.
Yeah, it's like a trigger word.
Yeah.
And, like, they're like, wait.
Who else knows she exists outside of you at this point? Like, nobody like, that's just how it is.
They hear the word Rob and they're like, it's like suddenly like the neurons are activated. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
Wait.
And then when I went to the reverse event, a few times people got me just by voice.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been recognized by my voice. I've only been recognized from my laugh, but not my voice.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because, like, if they're gonna recognize
I talk
me,
the exact same in person.
yeah, I don't think I do exactly.
You're more chill in person.
Yeah, I definitely think I sound a lot more like, hey guys, what's up on my stream? Well, not like that, obviously. I'm just like, hey guys, it's like me, new me. But I think when I'm in person, I just sound so much more relaxed that I guess it's a little more difficult to pick up. Like, I didn't even realize that I did that because in my head, I feel like I'm the exact same sounding on stream and in real life just because I know that what is shown on stream is very much similar to me. If anything, it's just me, but a little more hyped up, but it's still me. Yeah. So I didn't even think about that until it was in New York before my concert. I was just talking to Endra. She's with Kinetic, the one who helped make all of that possible, like the concerts. And I think she just asked me something and I got a little more excited. And so I said, oh, actually, and then she said, wow, it's so weird to hear you turn on your Numi voice like that out of the blue. You're after like, hearing you talk. And then I just stared at her so stunned. I said, what? Wait, really? I didn't even know that I sounded different. She said, well, I mean, I think you just sound a lot more animated. And I said, oh, okay, I see. Okay, I get that.
I mean, it's because like when we're like streaming, especially because we're VTubers, you have to use your voice to truly convey everything. Like the model can only do so much.
Yeah, it's true.
So like we learn to emote with our voices a lot.
Yeah, and I know in person, I am so expressive. Like I am so expressive with my hands and just my face. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like if Mina looked at me, I looked like a kicked puppy. After I got robbed, I said, hey girl, had a really rough day yesterday. Anyways, let's record. And I genuinely looked like I was thrown into a bush. She could only just look at me and say,
my favorite clip ever is of you recording like, anyway guys, I got robbed last night. Anyways.
That was my favorite part of the special, which also, by the way, is finally getting finished.
Guys, finally.
It took going through around 3 editors, but we are finally on track. We are so back.
It will be ready by this year's
And you know what? Good, because at least there's something there when we're at Anime Expo.
and then we can start preparing for like next year's, and we'll just always be 1 year behind, but it'll always fit.
I believe maybe we'll be able to get 2. We got the other specials out and
the other event that we're going to.
Yeah,
so that could be like a little something.
I feel like we should record 2 to 3 things while we're there, just little ones, so it's not as daunting for the editors, since I know they have to work on this at the same time. But
yeah. But yeah, no, speaking of like in person though, I feel like my voice stays the same, but I think I'm a lot more like neutral faced in person.
Yeah, you definitely are neutral, although I do agree that you are pretty 1-to-1 with how you are online versus IRL. You are pretty actually, yeah, you are very 1-to-1. Meeting you in person, I just said, wow, nothing different.
It's too much work to change.
Yeah, and also I know that we've always just been like this with each other. We've seen all sides of each other, so I guess I just wasn't surprised when I saw you IRL. I said, yeah, that's Pookie. I was recognized by my looks, not my voice.
Oh,
they recognize what I look like before. Online. Yeah, they'll say like, "Oh, Numi" from a distance, and then I turn around. But I've never really been recognized without a mask. The only time was at WeebCon when I was drunk, but I recognized that somebody was trying to recognize me, and then I called them out.
Oh, that's funny.
But I do think it was easier to know it was me because it was WeebCon, and everybody's pretty much stuck at this hotel that's in the middle of nowhere. And when there's
you're bound to run into someone.
Yeah, that, and when you're surrounded by VTubers who have done face reveals in the past, it's like the process of elimination. Oh, that
Yeah,
one,
that's fair.
the Filipino looking. Oh, there's Numi. There she is.
There she is.
You know a funny story about that? This Noomba knows this story, which is why it's so funny. Is that the one that I met? That is the only person who has a picture of me without a mask on because I asked to take a selfie. I asked him to, right?
Wait, why'd you ask him?
Because it was on my phone, and because I recognized their Chainsaw Man cosplay, and so I called them out and said, "Oh, I love your cosplays," and then he kind of looked at me with saying, "Wait, are you?" Are you knew me? And then I said, oh yeah, why did I take a picture? And then I took it on my phone.
That's so funny.
And then I saw him the next day and recognized him again. And then I just airdropped him the picture. So he just has a picture of me on my phone. He could literally dox me anytime he wanted to, but I didn't
believe in the faith of humanity that he wouldn't do that.
And he never did. And then the funny thing is, the next year at the next WeebCon, I literally saw him again. And then we took another picture again.
Bruh, that's so funny though.
Yeah, he never showed it to. Maybe he showed it to his friends, but I don't really care at that point. But it was just one of those things where I just knew, and also I thought it was really fucking funny, and it would be really funny if that was like how it happened.
That was the doxing.
Just me being happily taking a picture with the fan while I recognize the cosplay. Makes sense for me.
Oh my god.
Love it though.
Okay, speaking of love.
Oh yeah, what did you get?
And Deepspace.
Yes. So tell me about the addiction that I was trying to hook you on for the past year that you finally stumbled into. What got you into it? Like actually.
It was truly Caleb.
So did you just see the trailer with him and that's what got you into it?
No, because I didn't play for like at least like a month or two after.
So what?
Because he came out in January, right?
Yeah.
So like, okay, I played Love and Deepspace on launch for like maybe like a few weeks, like 2-3 weeks, and I got like kind of bored.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot.
Of the OG 3, I like Xavier the best.
Oh,
but I just got bored with him because he's blonde.
He's got white hair.
He's blonde.
He's not
close enough.
Get that shit away from me.
He's cute, but like I got bored with him. So I kind of just stopped playing. And then when Silas came out, I'm like, oh, he looks cool, but like I'm not re-downloading this game. And then I don't know what happened. Like I think I saw like the Caleb trailer. I'm like, ooh, that's fun. So I did re-download and I got his first limited card. So I have it, but then I just never played. And so then I don't know what happened. Like a month later, it was the Valentine's Day event.
Yeah.
And everyone was calling it a Gooner game. And I was like, I want to know why it's a Gooner game. So I downloaded it again, basically. And like I logged in and I'm like, okay, I like Caleb, so I'm going to play his story. And I'm like, oh shit, I really like Caleb because like his story is really good.
Yeah.
And then I unlocked him and I got his card and I'm like, oh no. And then like I felt the brain rot start to like sink in. I'm like, this is bad. Mimi? You know how I have like the picture of Robin on the back of my phone?
Yeah.
It's Caleb right now. Yeah. It's bad.
That's insane.
It's bad.
Dude, the way that she's feeling for him right now, like that obsession was how I felt with Gallagher, where it was just I get it, you know, but that's not for me. But at this point, we both share the same love for the same person because I also love Caleb.
I feel like this never happened.
It's very rare for us to both love the same person.
Like we can both but I feel like when we have like both like that's our favorite, like it's rare.
Yeah, it very much is. And I mean, it's so funny too that it ended up being with Caleb because realistically, from an outsider's perspective, they will look at Caleb and respond to him the same way that I was looking at on my timeline for so long. Like, this is the thing. I always like the fan art and stuff of them. So now my main Nimune Twitter account, the timeline is literally just Love and Deepspace.
Same.
And then sprinkles of stuff from friends, but it's just mainly Love and Deepspace, including them discussing controversies and getting mad. It's like my morning newspaper, seeing what they're all mad about because I'm not in the community. I'm just reading what's going on and what people are getting upset about. And when Caleb came out,
oh my god, there was so much controversy.
There was a lot.
Him.
It was a very polarized response because he is very much, I guess you would qualify him as a yandere type of persona.
Okay.
Unless you play the story, you're not going to truly understand. But from an outsider's view with the videos that were out there, people think, oh my god, this is a crazy yandere. And for the Gen Zs nowadays, that's pretty that's pretty scary. That's a scary thing to absorb. They did not grow up with Gacha like we did. So they were scared. They were all scared.
As someone who played Mystic Messenger, Jumin was my favorite. Okay?
I'm not surprised.
Did you play Amnesia?
Yes.
Who was your favorite? Because mine was the guy that locked us in a cage.
Okay, I think it was that one. Wait, what was his name? Let me look it up.
Was it like Toma or something? He was like our childhood friend who locked us in a cage. Just as a popular trope.
Yes. Oh my god, I fucking loved him. I remember specifically when I got into Amnesia was around the same time that I was just really getting into anime. And so back then I was learning about all of the different anime character tropes and the kind of characters they are. And then I got into yanderes. And so I loved Gacha and then I would watch all of these different videos saying the top 10 yanderes. And then I looked at the version where it was a male yandere, and then I saw it was Toma. And so I watched everything. I played all of his shit, and I was so into it. I said, oh my god, he's locking us in a cage because he cares about us.
Like, okay, guys, locking people in cages is wrong. I feel like I need to preface that. When it's fantasy and fiction, it's fun to explore these ideas that you never want to happen in real life.
Yes, that is.
Do we truly want to be locked in a cage with our childhood stuffed animals? No. Is it fun to imagine what if? Yes,
but I would definitely lock my friends in a cage so they would never leave me again.
What?
But that's besides the point. I do feel as though yanderes, I think they disappeared off of the face of the earth for quite a while. And
I haven't seen like a good yandere in a while. You know who I blame? The yandere dev for the yandere game that never came out.
I just feel like people took a lot. I think a lot of the stuff that got turned into an anime. Okay, excuse me. My dog is here. Let me say hello to her very fast. Hold on.
I hear. Aww. They just want to be included. It's like, I have a lot to say.
If you guys hear anything in the background, that's just my dog. She always gets like that when she comes to say hello. But we are back. I feel like a lot of the recent adaptations that happened after a certain point, they were getting some of the worst yanderes, I would say. There was a yandere, what was it? Fucking Happy Sugar Life? That was horrible. That was disgusting.
That show truly
traumatizing.
Like,
why does that exist? I don't even know.
First of all, the yandere part is truly like the least problematic part of that show.
They just be murdering people. There's a lot. Anyways, I feel like with a bunch of yanderes that came out, it was among the worst, where the storylines were so fucking bad that the yanderes just don't make sense. Therefore, it's just nobody wants to consume that material. Yeah. When you have characters like Caleb, that is good because from first glance, you would think this. But then you play the story, you get to know the character, and then you realize, oh my god, no fucking wonder he is the way he is, the way shit went together.
He's been through so much. And also, like, I feel like a lot of the Caleb hate feels like kind of forced. Like, they got like their first opinion and they just like refuse to see anything else. Because like there's like some people who try to portray him as like, oh, like he's crazy, blah blah blah. I'm like, are we playing the same game? That boy's a puppy.
No, he's just very great. And also when you when you play the game as well, the MC is equally as fucked up with him. Dude, it's like they're both.
She matches his freak.
Yeah. They match each other's freak. And
okay, have you played okay, you've played the story, right?
I don't think I'm all caught up yet, but
have you played Caleb's portion, right?
I don't remember where I'm at, but I don't think I'm at the end of his part yet because I did not get a chance to finish.
That's fair. I literally skipped ahead and I played him first.
Oh,
I
yeah.
unlocked Caleb before I unlocked Silas. Yeah. No, I'm a one-track mind. I picked my favorite. That's it.
That's how it is.
In the story, MC puts a tracker on Caleb.
Yeah.
To figure out, like, she matches his freak like 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, if you read some of the cards, when I tell you I have brain rot. I've read everything I could possibly read about this man.
The hours and hours and hours of content.
Yes.
Wow.
She, like, there was like they were doing like the past memories. And like, okay, This is why I feel like Caleb's like true MC, like true love interest. Everything that's happened is in this current timeline between these two characters, where it's like if I was any of the other love interests and I saw half the shit MC and Caleb did before the story started, I would have been like,
they're definitely
what's going on here?
Exactly. And oh, by the way, guys, the way that this game works is that there's a main storyline, and then there are alternate universes or alternate realities where you are with this specific love interest.
Yeah, so it's not like you're cheating on the other guys.
Yeah,
if you're, like,
they just don't even know
route.
the other one exists if you're playing their route. It's a different universe. But like Caleb's route is like genuinely the one that feels the most real to me, I would say. It feels like it's the most canon, and I'm saying that as an individual that loves Silas and Raphael. Also, the original 3, I did get the feeling for when I play their stuff that I can't tell if they're into me or anything in the main storyline. Because they've made it very ambiguous, and you wouldn't know unless you did the alternate reality where you are with them. You wouldn't even think that. It's just very platonic in the main story. Yeah. But in like the main story or like any part of like Caleb's stuff and the storyline, I just literally feel like he's yearning for you. Yeah, like
the yearning is so nice. No, dude, like there's like this one backstory where dead ass, it's Caleb's graduation ceremony. MC pretends to be his girlfriend, kisses him on the cheek in front of his entire class, so every girl knows he's taken, and so he won't get a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's so fucking refreshing to read this.
Everyone like knows they're dating but them.
Yeah, and y'all, we've been watching and listening to every episode of Strapped In. We all know my true feelings towards gacha games and how much I have waited for games like this where you can just have intense emotions and love with a character and not have it just be implied but never just committed, blah blah blah. All of this shit is so good, man. Oh god, I love
it. Is refreshing.
See, I've been saying, and
it's like you're going to this game knowing it's romantic,
but so then like, you love everything else.
Well, but it's like you go into that knowing, so it's like a different experience. Because like it's weird, like I don't self-insert for the most part.
Me either.
But like I see MC as like an entity, you know, almost like an OC.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I see my VTuber model. It's like it's me, but like it's not me, but it's also me at the same time.
Yeah, it's me if I knew how to swing and do backflips and attack people because I'm badass bitch. I could do that now. I just don't want to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So like I don't know. It's just like it's weird, but I love it. Like I'm so attached to him. It's like unhealthy.
It brings a lot of what I felt a lot of games have been lacking, because I think that what a lot of gacha games do is they will tease relationships, they will tease at things, but they will never cross the line because they have to maintain
other characters they have to sell. So like they can't go too overboard on one.
They always have to restrict themselves, and they will never bite the bullet. They will imply that two characters have a bond stronger than any other, but they will never commit to it or explicitly state it. It will just be heavily implied, and because it's never canon, people will always be able to argue about it, which is good for conversation. But I really just love story-based games because of the canon and what you're able to like go through. It just makes it feel a lot more vivid and real for me specifically. So games like this are so fun and fill a void in my heart and my soul because it's fun and cool, and also it adds a lot more depth to the characters when you play games like this, because there's so much that they will add to these characters. And it's also why I feel like gacha games don't need to always add a new character every patch. They can maintain characters that they have, give them new outfits or special triggers or things like that, just like with Love and Deepspace. That shit is so good. How you can buy all that.
Focus on a small cast, and it's just like
it's great.
Just keep growing on the cast.
Holy
I know they're
shit.
gonna add a 6th love interest soon though.
Yeah.
But like I'm scared because like I'm not gonna like him more than Caleb.
I wonder what he's gonna be like. It's so it's so cool.
I've seen like the theories.
Yeah,
and, like, they look like they sound cool, but I'm so loyal right now.
The theories are so sick, guys. One cool thing too is when they do the gacha drops and stuff of what you can get, it's not just those little goon bait things that you see on Twitter. They'll have those little moments
there.
But yeah, there will be 40 minutes of lore and conversation and different topics that are beyond that. Like there's a different card that it won't have the same animated story that you could see, but it'll be them voice acting for 45 minutes and talking to you and just adding to the lore and deepening the relationship and all of the intricacies of it. It's so good. It's so fucking good.
Dude, I was listening to the secret moments while I was doing a puzzle, and it was an emotional experience.
You know what was an emotional experience for me?
What?
Making Caleb work out and you just see his titties jiggle.
That's fair. I have to work out with him every day. I just unlocked his outfit.
I like when you study with them. Well, actually, I can't really study with Caleb because he just
looks at you too much.
Yeah, that's too much. I can't do that. Like that's too much. I get shy. I know he's in my iPad, but I still fluster. Okay, we know who I am.
He's real to me.
He's real to me. I don't need anybody because I have my men. Some would call me.
Did you get the new myth cards?
Of his? Yes.
Yeah.
Can I just say, y'all, they teased and hinted at the kiss scene so
much.
My
God.
And that was like an insane... Bro, everything fucking explodes around them as they kiss.
Why did he explode twice?
I don't know. He was just double done.
This is his bit now. Like, he just is going to be exploding all over the place.
It reminds me of SpongeBob when the characters just randomly explode for no reason. That's him. He just likes to do it for fun. It's just
he's a quirky little guy.
Yeah, he's different. He's not like the other boys out there. And
yeah, he's not like other boys. He's cooler.
He's different, and it honestly makes me super excited. I'm so excited for Anime Expo this year because
I buy so much Love and Deepspace.
Bro, I've been invested a good amount of time in like Woowa with ZZZ, HSR, Love and Deepspace, and a bunch of anime that have been playing the past year, to where I am actually going to recognize things at every single booth. Most of a couple of the other years, I wasn't keeping up with anything. Or like last year, my heart was just solely into Honkai Star Rail, where I would recognize that, but nothing else. This time, oh my God, it's so different this time.
More cultured.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to be able to just buy so many things and do so many things, and it's going to be so fun to do a little show and tell of what we see and what we participate in. I'm just so
excited, dude. It should be really fun.
Fuck me.
What?
I just remembered we forgot to submit stuff for a meet and greet / panel.
Anyways.
Well, guys, maybe we can do a small meetup or something at some point. Let us know. We will.
Yeah, let us know what you'd be interested in.
We will do our best to be back as quick and often as possible, so y'all don't forget about us, and maybe we will do stuff in the future. You know, it could happen. You know, we could do a little meet and greet. We could vibe and have a good time. And
we'll figure something out. We'll make it fun.
We will do.
We'll actually post a video faster than 1 year.
Yeah, we have.
Surely, right?
Well, we found some other editors that are able to help us with Patreon uploads and the main channel, and
truly our Patreon is more thriving than our main channel,
which is
kind of crazy.
It's kind of bad because I don't want people to feel like we're paywalling. It's just that a lot of the content that goes onto the Patreon is the content that we feel like shouldn't be on the main channel, and it just ends up being like that. And so that just means we have to do more to make sure that the YouTube strapped in fans
are not left out.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, we never looked at the comments of the video when we were asking about fan names.
Oh, I want to call them like Tim's.
Was it Tim's? I thought some of them said like, please don't call us blank.
Well, no, they don't have a say. They're just saying shit.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like, are they just like not gonna like? You can tell me no.
I mean it's them, you know. It's.
Yeah, but they can't tell me like no. That's illegal.
Well, guys, you heard her.
That's just like illegal. They're not allowed to do that.
Oh well, one said,
right,
I like Tim Tams as our new name.
Oh, like Tim Tams. That's so cute. See, they want this. They know. They're just being silly.
All right, Tim's. I guess.
Tim Tams. Yeah, for toxins and Noombas. Tim's.
Where does?
I guess it'd be Tom's, but I like Tim better.
Where does the Noomba part fit it? Just the M?
The M.
Just the M. Okay.
Well, I get the T, you get the M, and the I is just there.
Uh-huh.
Because they're individuals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Like, come on, don't you get it? Come on, what do you mean?
Yeah, what the hell? Why not? Yes, sir.
Yeah, what the hell? Why not?
Dude, speaking of which, I played this game on Steam while I was on the flight to Europe for my concert. Oh, what was the game called? Cage of Roses?
Cage of Roses. I don't think I've heard
It's
of
a vampire visual novel, Yuri.
Oh my god.
And dude, it was really nice and really good, right? I'm playing it on the flight, and I ask for a nice little glass of champagne to put me to sleep, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing it. It was normal. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
For, I think, around 3 hours of playtime. It was just chilling, normal, nothing happened. But the second they're going to bring me my glass of champagne is when they started fucking.
No.
I just sat there.
Did they say anything?
I like covered and turned away the screen really fast, and they kind of gave me this look.
Yeah. Oh no.
But you know what? That look was better. That look is way better than them having to just randomly see that.
Oh my god, this is like when I watch Challengers on a flight.
The part where the three of them are just making out.
I was like,
literally, I want you to do it. I want you to touch me. That is what they walked in on.
I love that for you.
Thank you so much. I'm not even surprised.
Oh, that one Yuri that we both played the trial or the demo of, it's supposed to come out this month.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think it literally comes out in a few days. I saw an update on it. Wait, what's the game called again?
Let me look at my Steam
Love
page.
Curse. Find Your Soulmate.
Love Curse.
Yeah, middle of April. So within the next couple of weeks.
Oh shit. Okay, that should be a Patreon episode where we play it through.
I think that'll be.
It'll probably be a few parts. I feel like it's gonna take us a minute to get through it all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that should be fun.
Ooh. It's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna do my best to not end up alone. It's hard because I ship them all with each other, not the MC so far.
I'll keep you on track. I'm like, we're going on the Iris route first. I want you to know this.
That's totally fine. Well, I was gonna say like the one that I felt the most like, oh wow, towards is Iris, just because she was the most aggressive with the MC, and the MC was like, damn, this bitch hot as hell.
The MC was most like receptive, I feel, to Iris, because she was like down bad.
Yeah, her or the boss. Those are the two that I definitely.
Same. We just like older, I think.
Well, also they were the only ones that flustered the girl, and I know why. I found this out recently. It was on TikTok. There was this one woman from China talking about like LGBT in China, and so. This is what I talked about before with Yuri GL. GL in Japan, a lot of the times they're in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
living your glory days or whatever.
Yeah, and then in manhwa in Korea, oftentimes it's them in college, and a lot of the time they're very NSFW, but they're most of the time them struggling to find out who they are in college type beat, which also is crazy because of the amount of times they take days off and shit. Not real. Could not do that in college or whatever. But then
unrealistic.
In China, apparently the biggest, most popular trope for GL is office worker, where the girls are into older women who look mature like Iris and the boss. Like they're genuinely into older CEOs. They're like older, aggressive, very smart, and very much bold, blah blah blah. Just like that. That is why almost every time we see a Chinese manhwa come out, it's always them being like, my
it's always
boss.
like the peak of what we want.
I love office stuff so much, but it's like every title's like, my ex is my boss, or my boss is trying to tempt me. I love my boss. My employee makes my kokoro go doki doki, like or my senior in my acting thing, but they're always rich. It's every time they're just always wealthy. And it's great. I love it.
Respectfully, it's a fantasy.
It is, yes.
I want to live my best life.
And I'm not saying anything's wrong about that. God freaking damn it. I agree, and it is amongst my favorite to read, but unfortunately, Billy, for English translations, that app shut down a year or two ago, which was very unfortunate. So
we are in the struggle station. I honestly haven't been reading a lot of Yuri lately, which is on me.
You've been like that too. You haven't caught up on anything, have you?
Not really. I think I tried recently, but then like I've been so distracted by Love and Deep Space.
Yeah.
I've also been reading the new Hunger Games book.
How is it?
It's really good. I freaking love the Hunger Games franchise.
Yeah, the one that was in the past as well was of songbirds and.
Oh yeah, Songbirds and Snakes.
How I heard that one was all right.
I liked it,
but not as strong as the initial couple books.
Well, okay, it's different because we're getting it. How familiar are you with Hunger Games?
Very. I was a big fan of all of the big things that came out in theaters. That was the one I was the most into.
Okay, so like for me, for like the prequel specifically, I really liked it because you got to like get into the mind of Snow, and it's all from his POV. So like you just figure out how much of a psychopath he is. And how like the Hunger Games became what it is. Yeah. And also like the lasting effects that like even affected Katniss. Yeah. So it's like I thought it was fascinating in that regard. Yeah. So like I enjoyed the movie a lot too. Yeah. But like the starting trilogy was just really strong too.
I think also, well, the critiques that I saw weren't about that being different, but more, I guess, what was it? The pacing of it in the book and in the film.
Okay, I can get. It's hard though, like to get a book into a movie.
Yeah, I agree, especially to put into one film. But compared to that, yeah, how is the new one holding up?
It's good. Yeah, because like obviously it touches on a lot of issues, and it's like showing like the propaganda that we were shown in the first movie for like the knowledge we thought we had. Yeah. And then to what actually happened is so drastically different. Yeah. So it's like fascinating in that regard.
Dude, one of my favorite things about books like The Hunger Games is how the voice is, you know, the person who's the main character, right? But yeah, it's the fact that they are unreliable narrators is so fucking cool to me. Like the things that they say, you find out how different it is when it's put into the movie, because everything that you see was, you know, from Katniss's POV, and then versus how it was.
Such an unreliable narrator.
She's hella unreliable. Also,
she's like everyone hates me. I was like, oh, she was fine.
Yeah, like it's like nobody fucked with me like that, and everyone's like, nah, that the girl in the corner, yeah, no, she was whatever.
Oh, the quiet one, yeah, she's a little quiet. But like, she's fine.
They never fucked with me. They never understood me. And it's just. Or she was, I don't know, the way that she talked about PETA versus how he actually was. It's so crazy. And they don't really show that in the movie. Boy. Yeah, they don't. He was a lot more I
think he's a lot more charming
flirty,
in the books.
Charming in the books, yeah. Yeah. A little more annoying in a good way, like the annoying good. Yeah. But like the way that she talked was so funny. I remember when they were in the cave in the first book, how she was like, yeah, I thought I needed to please him. There weren't any cameras around, but I still decided to make out with him to like strengthen up. I'm like, girl, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I kissed him a couple more times just to be safe.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, I rubbed my pheromones on him just to be safe. Who knows? Somebody could have just sniffed him out and tried to kill him in front of me. So I had to make sure to rub my pheromones on him. I'm like, girl, what's going on? What do you mean by that? What's going on here?
What's happening here? This is getting a little strange now.
I know it would be the same thing if I was a narrator. I'd be like, I saw the way that is Caleb's breast. They breasted boobily, and I made sure to look at it just so it wouldn't make him feel bad about himself. And him just being like, why is this bitch staring at my titties like that?
Like, oh my God, why is she obsessed with me?
Do you think she fuck with me? Do you think she like me?
Oh my God, the way I could hear him saying that.
Dude, I just see that, and then I will also see just other random gacha games popping up. Unfortunately, I think it is too late for all of these other games that are trying to take from, I don't know, like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin or even Wuwa now. I think there's
an oversaturation right now, I think. Yeah. Like where people are already kind of like set in like their games because there's only so many games you can play because there's only so much money because these games are goddamn expensive.
Fucking expensive. Love and Deepspace. The worst.
I've spent so much money.
The fucking worst rates. Everything is shit and ass, and I do it anyway because I'm a slave to capitalism. Yes.
I lost 5 50/50s.
Yeah, you did so much worse than me. I thought I had bad luck because I missed one 50/50, and then I saw how bad you did, and it made me feel better about myself.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm never pulling on stream again. Oh. Because I pulled off stream and I won my 50/50s. So I'm like, I think this is, I'm never doing that again.
I think you should because it would be funny.
See, I wanted to pull on stream because I'm like, now it's a tax write-off. when I spend on my own, I can't write that off anymore. That's just me spending money irresponsibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got like R3 on both of his myths.
Oh my good God, y'all.
So that happened. I wanted his white outfit.
It's just so hard nowadays to want to like invest as much as I used to. Because now I think the honeymoon effect has worn off with gacha games where I like it, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not as locked in because my priorities have changed a lot. But
which is
it's
fair.
good. It's fine. But I thank God I'm not as crazy as I once was. But back then also I knew that I would be able to, like, everything was just going into the gacha portion of things and stuff. What was it? Project Mugen. I think I'm still gonna try it.
Oh, they changed the name.
Yeah, what is it now? It's
Ananta.
I don't know why they did that.
Ananta, something like that.
I loved Project Mugen.
I don't know why they changed it.
Yeah, they made it kind of still excited. Bro, have you seen Brown Dust?
Excited. I have heard of it. I've seen some of the animations from Brown Dust too.
The craziest shit I've ever seen, bro. Oh my gosh.
Truly are testing the limits of what you can get away with, I think, in a gacha game. Like, okay, I'm sorry. People call Love in Deepspace, respectfully, there are moments that are a little intense where I'm like, that's insane that you're insinuating this right now. Because, like, isn't it like a card where, like, Xavier's, like, eating MC out?
They're fucking in many of them, but it doesn't show anything. It's more of them voice acting and being like Silas would be like, you like that kitten type shit? And then it's very heavily implied. But I don't know. I will just never understand people trying to say it's not a game meant to appeal to people's desires with big titty men when that is true. Yeah. But you have to acknowledge the fact that there are really good story portions of it as well. If it was just titties, it would not be the #1 ranked gacha game in the world right now. And that's the truth. It's the same thing when people call ZZZ Gooner bait. You actually play the game and you say, wait, never mind, there's depth to it. But the thing is,
like you see the marketing and then you see the gameplay and it's like, where did these two not align?
And people will always complain about it and say things like, I can't believe this is, people will always think that because these are the clips that people upload. And it's just, unfortunately, that is what people look at. If they heard about the story as it is, it's not gonna be as easy to get their attention, so they have to show their man titties and show them jiggle a little bit. It's the only way.
I mean, like, listen, it worked.
And it does.
I downloaded because I saw that one event. I'm like, that's insane. I need to know what's happening here.
I also confess that I started playing way more when I saw that you can get in bed with them, not implying that
I'm waiting for the spicy Caleb card.
I also am.
I'm gonna go feral.
Dude, there's like that one card with where they almost kiss. I genuinely thought that one was better than the most intense things. Oh my gosh.
Really? The yearning is insane.
God, I love yearning so much. That's what they lack in all of these games that Love and Deepspace slays at. Dude, did you see, I think, oh gosh, what was it? They finally released the revenue chart.
Oh yeah. The Gacha revenue chart. They were second, I think, last month.
They're first this year.
Oh,
I mean this month.
For the
this month.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, were they first? I thought they were second.
I saw a recent one the other day where it showed that they were first by like a long shot. Pokemon TCG and then Love and Deepspace.
Yeah.
Dude,
I could have sworn Pokemon was first.
Yeah, I forgot about Pokemon. Pokemon will always be #1. Dude, Pokemon, February, $91 million. March.
Bro, that's crazy. You know why? You know why it's so high? Because people can't find cards in real life.
It's true.
So yeah, I'd rather just get my virtual cards.
You know what? You were so fucking right, dude. Love and Deepspace, February,
so much
$49.7 million.
Wait, what happened in March that... Oh, Raphael's birthday.
It was Raphael's birthday. Yeah. So
I wonder what Caleb's myth is gonna earn. I'm so curious.
Wasn't Caleb's myth
I feel like
last
people
week?
like hate on him, but he's really popular. It's still going on. It's this week too, but yeah, it came out last week.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been included in March.
Who
So
knows?
it was Caleb myth and Raphael's birthday.
Yeah. Guys, that got $75 million, y'all. It wasn't even
400 of those.
Yeah, I was also 200 of those. 250, I think.
I hate gacha games.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of them. Please stop.
Yeah. They know they will never need to sponsor anyone because us bitches will always fork it up.
Well, respectfully, one time I got a Love and Deepspace sponsor.
How? That was in the very beginning, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got a YouTube one.
Yeah, in the very beginning, they advertised it, but now they're like, wait a minute. We don't need to do all this. They're like,
they're like, we don't need to market.
We just need to
anymore.
jiggle a titty, and then we'll get an extra milli. And I'm like, and you're right, and
Works.
I will be buying it every time.
Dude, they made MC and Caleb kiss, and I'm like, well, now I have to R3 this card.
And also, they made it so you can get new outfits for your MC. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna spend money to match with Pookie. What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna do that. The fuck?
Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Like, I'm gonna look weird and out of place if I don't share with my Pookie. Ah, damn. Yeah, $75 million just in March 2025. And then number 3, Genshin, February was 27 million, March 38 million. Holy fuck, that is a huge jump from...
There's so much money going into these games. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what's going on in Genshin, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And then Honkai Star Rail stayed the same in its placement at 4th. February 45 million, and then March
29. What was the difference? What happened in February? Who came out? I'm trying to think of who came out.
I thought February was the beginning of 3.0.
No, mid-January was beginning. So it might Aglaya, I think, and Tribi were February, and then March was like the end of Tribi and Mighty. I just think men in general in like Hoyo games sell a little bit worse than women just because the demographic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's probably the difference. Uma Musume, please come to America.
I thought they were. What's going on? I want my little horse.
I don't know.
Girly.
I want to play my horse girl game.
Dude, wow, yeah. Looking at
what the hell is Monster Strike? Why is this so popular?
I'm comparing this to last year. Honkai Star Rail in China made in February 2024 60 million, and in March 99 million just in China.
Oh, that was Acheron.
Yeah, and then global 32 million in February and 46 million in March.
Yeah, so February was Sparkle and like maybe like Swan for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then March was Acheron, and probably I don't remember if Aventurine was April or not.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the order anymore. I just know I got them all.
Like Pokemon, just gotta catch them all.
I just know I have them all. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, the difference. I guess 3.0 is not...
Well, in general, I think people just kind of have gacha fatigue. And, like, a lot of people are getting a little tired of Star Rail's power creep. I know that's a really big issue happening right now.
Yeah, I was gagged when I saw my Acra not do the normal 3 million that she used to do. Well, it's like, we fucking paid for it. What do you mean she's not as powerful anymore? What do you mean?
You have to use the proper supports.
Yeah, the new ones to make her do the 3 million. Are you fucking serious, bro? Like, damn, I can't just keep the same teams I've had the whole fucking time. I have to like build and upgrade all of the. It's crazy.
Did you hear? You can now lose your 50-50 to Blade. So basically now they're adding a new system where I think it's temporary because I don't think they're allowed to put them on permanent standard banner. But if you lose your 50-50, like the 3 new characters are getting added to the pool that you could choose to lose your 50-50 to.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So it was Zila.
Yeah.
Blade and Fu Xuan.
I cannot
so you don't have to pick Blade.
Believe Fu Xuan and Blade were put up there, bitch.
Zila dead in the ditch.
Whatever, like... It's because
I'm excited. I can't wait to get Bladey. I hope I lose to him.
If I lose to him, I have him maxed out. So what? So then what? You know? It's just...
Okay, would you rather like lose to like an E7 Yanqing or an E7 Blade?
Why would it make a difference?
No, one hurts a little less.
Well, I guess it would hurt a little less if it was Blade.
I'm gonna get rid of Yanqing so fast. Like, I don't want to see that little bitch in my pool ever again. Like,
you know what? I too will do that. I will.
I have E7, by the way. I got it when I was playing for Mighty.
Dude, I think it's insane too how Uma Musume is 5th place, just operating like not globally. Like the fact that it's doing that in JP on its own
is crazy.
It's insane. They love their horse girls. I saw this one tweet of the Japanese fans saying, "Please take good care of the girls. Like, don't lewd them. Don't be mean to them. Don't be weird with them." And I took
That's
that
so cute.
so seriously. I will be so kind to the horse girlies. I will be so sweet. I will think of them as my beloveds, my children that I want to grow up big and strong. You know, I will make them be so great and strong, and I will also fucking gloat when they whoop the other horse. I'm be like, that's my girl, fuck them other racing horses, that's my, I will be so proud.
Yeah.
But dude, it's cool to see that Wu is still holding up after a year. I think a lot of people thought that it would hella fall off.
Dude, how caught up are you on the story?
Not.
Okay, it's gotten really good.
Yeah, I figured, but I think it's just really cool to know that there are competitors that are still able to hold up against a lot of the top games out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
like, I will say, like, with WUWA 2.0, it's like, it feels like a giant jump in quality. It's, I also like what they're doing better with the story, and like they're doing a little bit more ensemble. They're letting other characters interact with each other and not just MC, which was such a good improvement in my opinion.
Oh my god, huge news on Genshin in the new update is they're adding quests back in Mondstadt.
Oh wow, like event quests?
I think so. I think that's what it said, which thank God. I think one thing that really upsets me is when you can't really do anything at the other places you used to go. It just feels weird. I don't know. I get it. Like, they introducing characters. They got to make that bag. Journey keeps going on. But I don't know. It makes me happy to know that the other characters are existing still and being reminded that they're there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It makes me happy.
Makes you happy.
Damn, why ZZZ hella, it's down at 11th now. I wonder why.
Zenless? I don't know. I don't know. Like, Zenless is great. I think, like, story-wise, Zenless is one of the stronger stories from all the Hoyo games.
And maybe
like,
it's a matter of
been
choice.
really good.
It
might just be the characters that are out right now just aren't as hyped. Because right now, like, it's like in a little bit of a lull from like the Miyabi patch. Because Miyabi was like, that was like the climax essentially of like season
Miyabi,
1. December.
Really?
Yeah, and then like
she
Astra
was December?
and Evelyn. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right.
She was mid-December.
Oh my god.
And then Astra and Evelyn were January, February.
Holy fuck, time flies. You're so fucking right. I literally got all three of them, and I don't
Silver
know.
Ambi, and now it's Trigger, and then it's gonna be Hugo and Vivian. I know banner orders really well.
I guess you do, because I literally forgot about that. Holy shit.
You know what? I've been sponsored for most of Zenless. I know what I know what's coming
Dude,
out.
so have I. Like, what a flop I am. I got sponsored for Evelyn and and I think Miyabi too.
Yeah, they sponsored everyone for Miyabi. They were pushing her.
Damn.
I miss Miyabi. I love Section 6.
I still don't think I found a character in the game that I love as much as Grace, but it is what it is.
Really? For Zenless, I don't know. I just like don't have a character that speaks to me the way like Robin spoke to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel the same. And it's not like I care about Grace the same way that I care about, like, you know, Firefly or Gallagher. It's like, that's my favorite character in ZZZ, and I love her very much, and that's my favorite character. And I have not seen or like gotten to know a character and loved them the same way I love her. And she's not even one of the big main girlies in the game. She's just one of the default girls you can get. And I'm like, that's Pookie. That's my maid.
Oh my god. I'm sure she'll come back to this. Zenless is a little better about going back to older characters just because it's contained in one city.
Yeah. I like that. Arknight still slays.
I'm so excited for Arknight's Enfield.
Me too.
Dude, the beta, I felt like I was playing a full-fledged video game. Like, the quality was so freaking high that I was like, I didn't know gacha games could do this.
Yeah, Arknights has always had such a strong core fan base that I think they knew that if they were gonna do anything building off of the OG, that it'd have to be fucking insane and really planned out well. Arknights, I think if you want to catch up to just Arknights, it's over 500 hours.
I just really don't like tower defense, and that's truly the only thing keeping me back from Arknights.
I got used to it when I was doing Path to Nowhere, but it does.
That's also keeping me from Path to Nowhere. I just like, it's a gameplay that I just don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I know the story is good, but I just cannot force myself to play this.
I just get excited when I can do autos, bro. The story's so good, but when I get the auto button, I arch my back like a little whore. It feels like a Christmas gift. Same thing with HSR. It's always the reason why I'll go back to the fun button in that game in Azure Lane. The fun button, I think, is required for every game and needs to be in every game because some of us don't have time. I don't have time to farm. It's why even when I catch up to stories like in Wuwa, I'm fucking flopping. I am low level. Well, also because I'm not paying anything. But even if I had paid for buffs or any of that, I'm still going to be shit. I'm still going to suck ass because you still have to put in the time. You know, you still have to do that with games like that in Genshin. You have to farm, and I just don't have time to farm. You know?
That's the hardest part of these games. It's just like the constant, like the grind, because they have to keep you playing every single day.
And that's,
so like you're incentivized to play every day, which is like if you don't, you fall behind, and it's hard to get back in after you've already fallen behind.
Yeah, I think that's also why it's causing the fatigue, and it's causing difficulties with people to juggle all of these new games and stuff, is because they're going off of, they're gonna play this all day, every single day, they're gonna want to do this every day, when I think they realize soon enough that the demographic for games like ZZZ and HSR, they're a lot of an older demographic of people, and most of these people got 9 to 5s, because how else are we gonna be able to afford doing polls?
It's too goddamn expensive to not like work, like to have some sort of income. I will say, like, another like factor is like the world's kind of going back to normal, like fully now, and people just like aren't spending as much time playing games because they're just like living their life.
They're not closeted otakus as we.
They're not chronically online.
Yeah, they're not. If they're gonna go online nowadays, it's gonna be going on TikTok to bed rot. I need to get my thirst traps from somewhere.
You know, my TikTok is just right now Caleb thirst traps.
That is also what I see lots of. Oh my god.
That pipsqueak?
I cannot get. They literally could have chose any other name for us.
Okay, listen, I like it now. I think it's cute. It's grown on me.
It had to grow. I had to get Stockholm syndromed into enjoying that nickname, because otherwise I would have freaked the heckity out and then cried and just uninstalled.
I'm gonna say something crazy. It's better than kitten.
It is. 100%. I 100% agree. But also, like, I love Silas, so it's hard to not just look past it. I just do a little bit, but then I'm back. You know?
Then you're back, and it's like, it's back to normal.
It's because one thing that I really like about Silas, they all thought he was going to be what Caleb ended up being.
Caleb is, yes.
And
he's like soft. He just wants love.
That's why I made it so endearing with Silas's story. That's why I really, really love Silas's stories, that when you get to know him and his character, you just feel for him, and then you find out that he's just a gentle dude. He's just a gentle guy that loves you, and it makes my heart very happy. And so when I want that yearning and angst, I will talk to Caleb. When I want somebody to call me a little bitch, I'll hang out with Raphael. And when I want that gentleness, I will talk to Silas. Dude, you can use a claw machine in this game, right, guys? Yeah. Dude, you play with Raphael, it's very different because they all grow accustomed to you. So every version of the love interest is just catered to you, right? Which is also so fucking cool, because the Caleb, like Mina's Caleb, could be super good at the claw machine, but then Caleb could fucking suck. My Caleb is good.
Oh, well.
Yeah, my Raphael sucks, and then he blames me for it, and I say, okay, well, and then I find out that he's like that for some of the others, but for some of them, he's just really good and gets it every time and says, this is why you have to let me do it, flop, and I love that. It's great. It's so cool. The variety is beautiful, and it's also really funny that yours sucks at it and mine is good at the claw machine.
No, every time he uses his evil and like does nothing, I'm like, Caleb, are you testing me right now?
Bro, like, when Raphael just grabs it and then it drops and then he looks at me like it's my fault.
No, I'm like, why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I'm not touching it. Leave me alone. What's all they say? It's so fucking funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to strangle Raphael. I have one of his cards at R3, and it was not by choice.
Ooh.
All he does is show up for me, and I'm like, I respectfully. Listen, fish boy, stop. Ooh. Because right now I'm indifferent towards you, but it will turn into hate eventually if you keep showing up. Like,
you know what? I even felt that way towards him because I was trying to get for the Valentine's Day one. I was trying to get all of them.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
No, I'm sorry. It was for the one where you sleep together. I was trying to get every single one of them. And every time I lost to 50-50, it would be Raphael's. So I would get really mad. I don't care about getting R2, R3 or anything. I just want one of each.
The card you want.
Yeah. And I was not eating, and it made me mad. And I'd say, like,
I did crash out. When I was pulling for Caleb's myth, I got Zane. I lost my 50-50 to Zane.
Oh, I hate when I lose it to Zane.
It was at hard pity, and I genuinely, like, I crashed out. I felt bad. I was like, I hate this right now. The next 10 pull, he came home. I'm like, you need to stop playing with my emotions like this.
Like, chill on me,
Otherwise,
bro.
you're gonna go through a divorce arc.
And you know what, guys? I love Zane, but he's my least favorite, which is crazy because he's a black-haired beauty. Oh
my god, yeah.
I don't know.
He's not my least favorite.
He's just very.
I don't mind him. He's reserved.
Yeah, and I think that the other ones have so much personality that it tends to overshadow him. And there's nothing wrong with him. It's just like, I love to yearn, and so I'm gonna yearn. Although I did love
you like characters and like people that like express their emotions like more openly. Like he shows his love very quietly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just need to see
loved.
a man who explodes 2 times because he loves you.
Oh my god, Caleb is so quirky like that. And he just like calls you pipsqueak. I get that one TikTok audio stuck in my head all of the time.
Hey,
what was that pipsqueak? I yelled that at the convention today because someone had a sticker that said, "What was that pipsqueak?" And I was showing my friend, and she didn't know the meme, so I had to explain it, obviously.
Yeah. And how'd they feel about that?
She just laughed, and eventually I just showed her the audio. I'm like, oh, this would have been faster the first time around.
Like, you need to see some. Let me show you some. Let me show you some.
Like, let me show you. Like, let me get you on Caleb TikTok real quick.
But yeah, guys, we wanted to talk about different things today.
Yeah. I think next episode will be all about Star Rail.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be really cool to just debrief and talk about everything as a whole, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think I think 3.2 is going to be massive.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be good. I have faith. I have faith in my gacha game.
I have faith. I know they'll come back to me eventually. So I guess because you didn't really read much Yuri, your recommendation is likely going to be the new Hunger Games.
Yeah. Yes. Read Sunshine on the Reaping. It's great.
I need to, and I should, and I want to.
It's really good. I just really like Suzanne Collins as a writer.
Yeah. She does a very good job
she writes
at
when
world
she has
building.
something to say.
Yeah. Okay.
So highly recommend, guys. Sometimes books are nice.
I'm trying to see if I had anything saved recently that hasn't been shown. But I don't think I've just been consuming and not dwelling on the Yuri that I've been reading. I've been caught up on everything, but I've just been reading
There's
it.
none that's that are like sucking you in, you know? Like there's not like any like obsession.
Oh my fucking god! But the green Yuri, y'all, I bought.
Oh my god!
I even cosplayed the girl, Koga Mitsuki, the main girl. I'm gonna just say, since we're gonna just recommend something to read, you should just read Green Yuri. It's fantastic. It'll take you like 10 minutes because it's very short. And
it is very short, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And oh god, all of the metaphors in it finally came together, and it's just so great. All of the music too in the playlist.
And like the yearning is finally
so
coming.
The yearning. One thing that I really enjoyed about this chapter is the most recent chapter, spoiler alert to everybody, is they went to prom and they kissed after a lot of miscommunication.
Okay, I guess like it won't be in like because this is gonna go, the old episode's gonna go onto Patreon, but we literally said like it's not gonna happen.
It's so fucking funny. Me and Mina before this came out said it's not gonna happen. It fucking happened, y'all. It fucking happened, and we were
just
wrong.
To prove us wrong, and you were like, I think I should release like an apology.
I have a whole apology in the video that was supposed to go out. Hello everyone, this is me, Akuma Nimune from Strapped In. I just wanted to interject to say I am sorry. I am going to apologize for the two of us. The two of us were silly, foolish to believe in the trope in which the main characters would run away from each other. We were wrong to not believe in our girlies, our daughters, from reaching true happiness with each other. And because of that, I am sorry. The kiss scene was magnificent, beautiful, everything. anyone could have ever wished for, and something that we truly didn't expect to happen. I am sorry. We were foolish. We will not let this happen again. We will not let our past judgment create any disbelief of the capabilities of our beautiful Yuri girlies. Amen. Back to the podcast. We also got it wrong because volume 3 was the volume that's being made physical. We are on volume 4 right now. Fucking stupid. We are dumb. We are stupid. But yeah, this is the week after they kissed. And
I read this one. I read this chapter.
Yeah, it's the debrief pretty much afterwards and seeing how they interact.
Cute.
It's so cute. And basically,
I used to stand here because I could see you.
Yeah, Mitsuki's like, why? And she looks, oh my God, Kogo looks so confused, just happy smile, like, well, yeah, why? You really seem to like that area. And she's like, oh, it's because it's the closest to the counter, so it's like it was the closest to Mitsuki. Oh.
Yeah, it's so
cute. So now that they've kissed, they're being open about them liking each other. And then Koga said, no, I get nervous too because I overheard you saying that you're in love for real with me. And she was like, oh. And then it paralleled the very first chapter where she started to freak out and then her hair got caught in the headphones. And then Mitsuki was all like, oh, are you okay? And it paralleled, and then they said deja vu. And then they said, even though things are different, everything is the same. Oh
yeah.
Oh my
God. It's great. It's a really good read.
God, it's such beautiful things, and I'm super excited.
There's also so much like Green Yuri at conventions now.
It's the most. They said all of the volumes. What was it? Almost 1 million copies have been sold or some shit combined. It's insane, and it makes me so happy because
we needed this.
It's finally letting people slowly get shown that GL is not all of the things that they've seen get turned into anime, such as Netsuzo Trap and unfortunately Happy Sugar Life. There are good ones out there, y'all. There are good ones out there, and it's not all really depressing, sad, yearning. It's good stuff.
There's some good ones, some good happy ones
where they
that
don't
are just
end
like
up
a good
dead.
Story.
It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic, and I'm happy about it. And there needs to be happy things out there, and I'm happy that this is the one that a lot of people are getting into because it's a really good one to get into.
It's a really good, I think, starter one as well.
For sure, yeah. And I'm sorry for what we said in the last one about it. But
that you guys haven't heard because we didn't upload it.
You know what, Editor Kun, you can add that specific part and then us saying I'm sorry afterwards if you would like to rub it in our faces even more. We are learning, we are growing, and we will be better. Thank you. And we will also be back. What should we do if we're not back in 2 weeks?
I give you permission to yell at us in the comment section.
I think they're gonna do that either way, so I'm gonna just.
No, they're well behaved. They're just like.
I got it.
Please have a crumb of content.
I got it. We have to wear in the next episode clown noses.
No.
Yeah. We have to look like clowns for the whole episode.
I don't want to do that.
Well, then we have to make sure we lock in. So guys, we'll make sure that we lock in so that doesn't happen. But if it does, honk honk.
Honk honk.
And yeah, thank you guys for listening. We are for real locking the heck in now that there's actually more time and I am getting better.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yay!
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we will be uploading more regularly now.
Yay! And thanks to all of the Patreon people who have
thank you so much to the Patreon people who have faith in us.
Yeah, we just want to let you know that we have not spent a single cent of anything because we
haven't. It's all there.
It's literally all still there.
We have not earned it.
We have not earned it. We have things that we are going to be getting for future episodes, but we want to make sure that we are so back and deserving of it before we even spend it. So yep, that is that. So thank you guys. We have many things planned, as we have said, but like I got the stuff that I have right next to me and things that I'm practicing with. It's great.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, sir. And you have just been strapped.
You said it.
I did. I feel like I have to do new things. It's important for my character development.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, guys, season 2 of Strapped In starting now.
starting now in before another apology video with the cloud noses. Bye.
Bye. Bye.